Good morning, everybody. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Happy Saturday to you. Dog woke me up early today. She said, "Get up, sucker, get up. I need to go outside and run around." Well, I had a customer screw me over yesterday, and it's freaking making me, it is grinding my gears right now, thinking about this and what happened. Guy's here on the channel, and I've continued to let him stay here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I haven't processed everything, and I put a lot of faith in you guys, a lot of faith, that those of you that come see me and do business with me will do the right thing. But this gentleman, he did not do the right thing. He dropped off a 2012 Volkswagen Passat with a 2.5 liter for a transmission shift issue at 25 mile an hour. My partner at the shop, he says, "Okay, we'll take it in. We will test drive the vehicle, and we'll look into it and see if we can figure out what's going on." When the guy comes in, he's sketchy. White dude, mid-50s. His son drove the car from brand new, put all the miles on it, all 75,000 miles on this car from his son, babied the car. The guy comes in and he's like, well this and well that, and I read it could have been this, and I read it could have been that, and well, you guys just, and I'm like, calm down, man, freak, calm down. My gosh, you act like you're so paranoid. You brought it to the one person you say you trust, and you act like you're paranoid. So, my partner drives the vehicle. The guy leaves the vehicle. My partner drives the vehicle. He says, "Man, I can't find anything wrong with it." But the guy said that shift at 25 mile an hour don't happen all the time, so we're going to probably have to keep it for a while. It's okay, it is what it is. We'll keep it for a while. So later on that day, he goes back out and he drives it a couple miles again. Still won't shift weird. And then the next day he does it again. He drives it again. Still won't shift weird. So I said, "Look, let me get in the computer and stuff like that and get into all data. Let me look at TSBs and stuff and see if Volkswagen has had problems with this car before, this shifting issue." It's called a DSG or DSP transmission, or wet clutch, like the DPS. So how Ford had the DPS6 where it had two dry clutches, it would be an automatic but electronically manually type shifted. I guess Volkswagen uses a wet type, which is a DSP or DSG or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's a clutch type system, and it's not a regular automatic. So I get in the computer and stuff, and I'm looking through all the TSBs and doing all this stuff. Then I jump on the forums and I see if I can find anything on the forums. I reach out to some people I know that work in the field and the independent side, and they're mobile, and they see a lot of this stuff. Check Engine Chuck, called him up. If you guys don't know who he is an awesome diagnostician that is a friend of mine on TikTok. I'm trying to get him over to YouTube, but he's too scared to shift over to YouTube because he's so used to TikTok. Not that he's scared, he's just so used to TikTok that takes up a lot of his time to create content every single day, then turn around and come over here, and it's a hassle. Call him up and you say, "I think you're on the right track. I think that what I would do is I would look at fluid, I'd look at the filter and stuff. It could be just a shift flare. Every once in a while, it could be a valve body. You never know what you're going to get into. You could run in, get in the computer, and go through the adaptives and stuff like that, and look and see if there's an adaptive reset that may do like a cleaning process where it high idles like Ford does, and you can run it like a break-in procedure to clean something that may be stuck in a solenoid or something like that. It may work. You're on the right track." And he said, "Your thought process is exactly where I'd be going with it as well." Well, so I'm looking into all these things, and I said, "You know what, I'll drive it home." So I drive it home. Not a single shift issue from cold all the way to home, 40 minutes. And then the next day I leave and I go to work. Go down here, turn left, go down the next block, and I get halfway down that block, and all of a sudden at 25 mile an hour, it goes, ooh, 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 and then it shifts forward. It kind of drags back, and then it shifts forward real hard, and then it shifted, and it was fine for the rest of the day. Didn't mess up again. Okay, I identified that there is an issue here. I do see the problem now. I felt the problem and stuff. I don't know exactly what it is, but this is where I would suspect to start. You understand what I'm saying, my thought process? Guy says, yeah, I do. He stops by, he talks to me a little bit more about it and stuff like that, then he leaves, and I said, you know, this is one of those situations where it happens so rarely, and you service the fluid already at 60,000 miles. I don't know that I'd be putting a ton of money into this thing. It's a 2012 with 75,000 miles. It's not worth a ton of money, and we could do this fluid service for maybe $400 or $500, and then have to turn around and do computer work for, you know, another $150. We don't even know if we're going to solve the problem. It's a shot in the dark. And he talked to his son about it, and his son said, Dad, I think you're right. I think let's just drive it, because it doesn't happen all the time. Hell, it may fix itself. You know, you never know. And it just does it for a split second or two, and then it's gone. And then it doesn't happen again for another 3 or 4 weeks, a month. And he said, I think that's the route that I'm going to go. I'm going to come pick up the car. Fine. So I'm in the middle of moving cars around on the lot. I had a vehicle towed out by a tow company. It was a junk vehicle. The customer said he did not want it anymore, so I'm having a tow truck come in. He's hooking up, getting that out of there. I'm dealing with employees, having issues with vehicles, and that's why I'm all cut up working on a garbage ass Porsche Cayenne. So I'm doing that, plus I'm working, plus I'm answering phones, plus I'm closing invoices, plus I'm in the lot moving cars around and having stuff towed out of there and junked. He shows up in the middle of all that, and he's talking to me, and he's following me around and stuff, and he identified that I was busy, and I was really, really stressed in the middle of doing all this stuff, literally actively doing all that while this is going on, and then still dealing with him and talking to him. And he says, hey, do you have the key? I'm just going to go ahead and go. And I said, well, there's a fee. At least give me a half hour or something like that. I could charge you an hour diag, man. We test drove it and got on the computer and went through all data and stuff like that, researched. I called up my contacts and stuff. I mean, that's still work. That's still time that's taken out of my day before I drove it home. The drive home and back, you know, I understand that I'm not charging for that, but that's something that it benefited me going home and back. But I still put my time and effort into this. I still deserve some kind of wage for looking at your vehicle and trying to get to the bottom of where we even need to start and getting you to the point you're at now where you didn't feel that resolve before. Well, you just test drove the vehicle, you didn't do anything else. But yeah, I did do it, and here's what else I did. Well, yeah, you're right. You know, I get what you're saying. And I said, dude, you're a car wholesaler. You've been in the business for years, and you want to screw me? You know you're wrong right now. And he was like, kind of put his head down a little bit, and yeah, it is what it is. You know, I don't want to pay for the diag or anything. And I said, you know you're wrong right now. And I said it in front of the tow truck driver extremely loud. And what you're doing right now is wrong. You are wrong, and what you're doing right now is wrong. And you know you're screwing me right now. And you know there should be a fee right now. At minimum, it should be a half-hour fee. At minimum. Yeah, well, anyway, if I get any work done, I'll come see you. And he jumps in the car and leaves. Boy, I tell you what, I won't do work with him again. If he brings his vehicle back to my shop, I will not do work with him again. Just for the principle that he acted so weird when he dropped the vehicle off, and he was so sketchy and jittery that I won't do business with him anymore. I'm done doing business with him. I won't take his business at my shop. When he comes back the next time, or if he sees this video, it'll just be flat out, hey man, I'm just not interested in working on your cars at all. I mean, just because of the last time, the way you did me last time, and you screwed me over, even though it was real light, there was not a lot of work involved, just to think that you could escape and get out of it, and you being in the business and knowing what this is all about, I don't want your business no more. I won't get screwed over by another customer again. I won't get screwed over by another subscriber here on this channel again. Because every time I work on somebody's car from here forward, I'm going to let them know that no matter if I'm just test driving this and we don't turn a single wrench on this, you're going to pay a diagnostic fee. no matter what. I don't have to put a single wrench on it. If I'm driving it, if I'm looking it up, if I'm researching it, you are going to still pay a diagnostic fee. Even if you choose to not put a single dollar into it. It's going to be our diag. That's it. Bottom line. And it's because of people like him that screw it up for other people. Just because I can't take that chance again. I have to protect my employees. I have to protect the business. And that's kind of a shady way to do stuff. Pisses me off, man. Grinds my gears. Somebody like that watches me and confides in me and uses me every single day for information on vehicles would turn around and screw me over like that. Yeah, well, that's what it is. I learned my lesson the hard way, and that will not. I learned from my mistakes. That will not happen. I should have never put the key in his hand. I trusted that he said he was from the channel and that he watches me all the time. I trusted that he was going to do the right thing. But he didn't. Okay, y'all have a great day. Happy early Mother's Day to you mothers that watch the channel, and tell your wives Happy Mother's Day from Ford Boss. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the donations to the Pay It Forward donation fund that we've started. If you guys don't know, we have started a donation fund for people that come into the dealership, or that dealership, into the shop, that are really in need, elderly, veterans, single moms, that we honestly know that they need help and they don't have a lot of money, or they're participating towards the bill, but they just don't have quite what it takes to get it there, and to ease up some financial burden on them. You guys have been a huge, huge, huge help in building that up. I think we're up to like over $2,200 or something like that just in like a day and a half. You guys are absolutely amazing. Let's keep that up. Let's keep the donations coming in, because that's going to solely be used. Every time it's used, I'm going to notify you guys of what the money's being used for, towards helping other people in need. And you guys will have, it'll be completely public on everything about that donation. PayPal. Y'all be blessed. Take care. Thank you.